you like to respond?
Mr. Chair.
Anyone? Yeah.
Mr. Chair, I saw that video on YouTube as well. I don't think we have the full footage already because that was in 1987. But my interpretation of I don't know if that was a lecture by Joma Sison, is that precisely he was making a distinction between the armed revolutionary movement. Ito yung sinabi niyang CPP, NPA, NDF, and the legal democratic forces, which are not armed and which operate in the legal arena. So I think, Mr. Chair, by making that distinction, Joma Sison is not saying that the CPP is controlling everything. In fact, sinasabi niya, hindi nga nila kayang ipanalo yan eh. And so there is that legal democratic forces that they also have to contend with. And I think it is important, not only for him, but for us as well, to make that distinction. Otherwise, sabi nga ni Ka-Eric, lahat na ho ng sektor, in-infiltrate na ng CPP. Where do we draw the line? Where do we say that these religious people helping workers are just religious people helping workers and not CPP operatives? Sa totoo lang, may mga taga Philippine Military Academy nga na nag-NPA eh. So that distinction, Mr. Chair, is I think important, and I think that was what Joma Sison did.
I was about to say that when Vic Corpus and eventually Lieutenant Tagamulila defected to the NPA, would that make the PMA a recruiter of the NPA? So anyway, Senate President is recognized.
I think there's something that we need to answer. No, if that is the logic, na baka naman yung sinasabi ni Joma Sison hiwalay yung sinasabi niya at saka sa revolutionary movement na gusto niya or yung sa NPA or CPP. Why is it that the resource persons that we have here, former rebels, documented former rebels, ang pinagdaanan hindi diretsong NPA CPP. Ang pinagdadaanan either nagkabataan party list or yung LFS o Gabriela or yung mga sinasabi na movements ni Joma Sison. I think that's what we need to answer.
Mr. Chair, alam niyo po, ang NPA nagre-recruit yan among the idealistic sectors of our society. And of course, their first priority for recruitment would be precisely the activists. Kasi ito yung tingin nila kayang magsakripisyo, can devote their full time to these kinds of activities. I mean, it would be strange for them to be recruiting from the business sector. Although I think they are also doing that. But, that is the nature of the revolutionary movements. Hindi lang po sa Pilipinas, I think all over the world. All the revolutionary movements, of course, they recruit primarily from these kinds of cause-oriented groups. At hindi na ho bago yan. Hindi naman natin tinatanggi na may recruitment talaga. I mean, if their experiences are to be believed, at di naman namin mapapasubalian. But I think, ang point namin dito, that does not mean that the organizations kung saan nagre-recruit ang NPA, sasabihin na natin, mga front yan, o mga bahagi na rin ng armado yan. That is a dangerous assumption to make, Mr. Chair. I think that is the only point.
All right. In that case, if what you're saying is accurate, if what you're saying is accurate, then General Parlade's warning is correct. It has value. Mag-ingat yung mga sumasapi kasi doon tumatarget ng NPA. Doon sa sinasabi mo na siyempre sa mga aktivista sila mag-iimbita. Hindi sila mag-iimbita direkta from just the public. Diba? Following your logic, then may value yung sinasabi ni Parlade na mag-ingat yung mga kababayan natin, ng mga celebrities, hindi ba?
Mr. Chair, if that are mere words, I will not, we eat that for breakfast. But we'll look at this in the context of the operations of the NTF-ELCAC of the counterinsurgency operations, hindi lang ho kasi salita may kasabay na ano yun military actions, may military operations. And I think the resource persons previously already narrated their experiences na hindi lang simpleng nare-red tag yun. May kasabay yun na surveillance, may kasabay na harassment, kakasuhan ka. And that is what we call red tagging, not the simple words, but the totality of what is happening now. Now this is a systematic attack on these organizations that puts their lives in danger, their rights, their liberties also in danger. Kaya ho malaking concern sa amin. Kung salita lang ho yan, wala kaming problema. But it's more than that, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, General Speron, keep on.
Before I recognize Secretary Speron, no, nabanggit ko kanina si General Corpus, saka si Tagamulila, no, Lieutenant Tagamulila. Yun talaga masasabi namin, kami as PMayors, personal decision nila yon, sarili nila. Pero kami, nung nag-defect sila, we consider them as enemies, cavaliers but enemies, because they became enemies of the state. Ang tanong ko is, yung mga na-recruit yung mga members ng Makabayan, Anak Bayan, and so forth and so on, kinusuitan nyo ba sila na, kasi gobyerno na rin kayo Nakita nyo yung connection? Pareho tayong gobyerno because you became elected officials of the House of Representatives of Congress. So pareho yung situation natin. Are you ready to disown or denounce them? Having joined the NPA, na lumalaban sa gobyerno, armed struggle ito hindi ito yung laban sa kalye na nakipaglaban-laban sa mga issues. Ito, bakbakan ito, pumapatay ng mga sundalo, nag-extort ng pera sa mga may mga negosyo, sa mga kanayunan. Pareho tayo, we're on the same boat practically. But what I'm trying to say is, kami, immediately when they defected, we consider them as enemies because they became enemies of the state. Now, I'd like to ask you point blank. Are you in the same, do you share the same sentiment regarding your members or former members who, sabi nga nila, sumampa do sa NPA para makipaglaban na gamit ang armas? Please.
Mr. Chair, definitely, we do not consider them as enemies.
Do not consider them as enemies.
They are
patay sila ng mga taong gobyerno, ng mga mayors,
they are engaged in rebellion, Mr. Chair. They are conducting or committing an illegal act. But we do not judge them to be enemies. Ang tingin namin, ginawa nila yon because hindi sila
Well,
nasasapatan.
I'm sorry to say this, but I cannot reconcile. Anyway, I will not recognize Secretary Speron.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Patungkol po naman doon sa PMA na may na-recruit doon o nag-defect, hindi naman mangyayari yun kung hindi nasusugan ng pagre-recruita. Dahil doon sa naging asawa din ni Lieutenant Corpus ay napapasama din sa mga aktivista. Kaya hindi nangyari lang yon na sa sarili niya, mag-join na ako, mag-defect ako. May recruitment na nangyari. Ngunit pagkatapos noon, ay wala nang sumunod. Kung may sumunod man, ay ami pa rin papatikusin. And we consider them as enemies of the Republic. Itong mga witness na naipresenta po namin, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, ay makikita naman natin na galing sa hanay ng mga NPA na nagsimula sa Kabataan, LFS, etc. Ngayon, parang sinasabi ni Mr. Casino, Congressman Casino dati, na sarili na lang decision yun. Mangyayari ba yan kung walang nagre-recruit? Mangyayari ba yan kung walang nagsimulang napasabi sila sa organisasyon? Kaya ang tingin ko, yung kanilang pag-deny na sinasabi nilang that's their personal decision, that is simply an alibi and denying responsibility for all of this. Why are you so insistent on radicalizing the youth, and then when you see that they could be recruited, you recruit them? At ngayon, doon sa mga rally-rally ninyo, ipagmamalaki pa na yung alumnus ninyo ay naging NPA? Saan ang responsibility nyo? Part kayo ng gobyerno. O
Exactly what
nandyan lang
I
kayo
was
dahil
saying. Kasi,
nagmamasquerade kayo na part ng
Secretary
gobyerno.
John, exactly what I was saying kanina. Kami, sumusweldo tayo sa gobyerno, sila sumusweldo sa gobyerno. And then, eto yung mga miyembro nila na sumampa sa NPA na lumalaban sa gobyerno o sa Estado.
Yeah.
Kasi armed na ito eh. I'm not talking of street parliamentarians or yung mga protest rallies na sinasalihan. Iba na ito kasi laban ng giyera na ito at nagpapatayan na. And that's why I was surprised doon sa sagot ni dating Congressman Teddy Casino na hindi nila pwedeng i-denounce. Kaya sabi ko, hindi ko kayang reconcile. Yes, Yusek Lorraine.
Kayo ba,
Mr.
Mr. Chairman, ask you a question, Mr. Chairman. Do you denounce the atrocities, the inhumanities done on the Filipino people by the CPP, NPA, NDF? Do you, Mr. Chairman? Do you condemn?
Sorry?
Do you condemn the atrocities that have been done against the Filipino people?
Of course.
Yes.
The NPAs who are killing civilians, who are
Yes.
killing policemen,
And yet,
who are killing military officers, who are
Yes.
killing former members who
Yes.
wanted to go back to the mainstream. Of course, I denounce them.
the grief and destruction that was caused us, brought to the people by the CPP, and yet we have the Makabayan Bloc who refuse to do this, no? And this is something that I don't think we should gloss or just shrug away. Seryoso po ito, hindi po pwedeng maliitin na ang mga kongresista mismo ay ayaw nilang kondenahin ang dapat kondenahin ng kahit na sinong Pilipino, lalo't lalo na inihalal ng ating ng mga taong bayan. Hindi po pwedeng
Yes,
maliitin yon.
if I was not part of government, then I'm free not to denounce them.